when a plane crash strands a powerful CEO and a dedicated nurse on a deserted island. Their worlds collide in an unexpected journey of survival, love, and redemption. The plane's engines sputtered and died, plunging the small aircraft into a dizzying descent. Amidst the chaos, two strangers, Elizabeth Hart and Maria Rodriguez, braced for impact. Elizabeth, a powerful CEO known for her iron will and relentless drive, had never faced such uncertainty. Maria, a dedicated nurse with a heart full of empathy, felt a surge of adrenaline as she prepared to face the unknown. When the plane crashed into the waves, they were thrown into a brutal fight for survival. The wreckage sank rapidly, and they clung to each other, drifting toward a deserted island. As they washed ashore, exhausted and terrified, they knew their lives would never be the same. The island was stark and unforgiving with towering palms and endless beaches. Elizabeth, accustomed to luxury and control, struggled to adapt. Maria, however, drew on her training and resilience, quickly assessing their situation. "We need to find shelter and water," Maria said, her voice steady despite the fear in her eyes. Elizabeth, shaken but determined, nodded. Together, they gathered much materials to build a makeshift shelter. Days turned into weeks as they learned to forage for food, build a fire, and navigate the island's dangers. Maria's kindness and patience began to chip away at Elizabeth's tough exterior. She saw a side of life she had never known, one where human connection and empathy were more valuable than wealth or power. One evening, as they sat by the fire, Elizabeth confessed her deepest fears. "I've always been in control," she admitted, her voice trembling. "But here I'm just vulnerable." Maria reached out, taking her hand. "Vulnerability isn't weakness, Elizabeth. It's strength," she said softly. Elizabeth felt a warmth spread through her, a sense of peace she had never known. The island tested them relentlessly, storms battered their spirits, and the endless uncertainty of rescue threatened to break them apart. But through it all, they chose to endure together, finding solace in each other's company. As the months passed, they began to share laughter, to find joy in small things, and to see the beauty in their unlikely bond. Elizabeth opened up about her childhood, her dreams, and the dreams she had buried under ambition. Maria shared her own stories of loss and triumph, her voice filled with a quiet strength. In each other's honesty, they found comfort and a deepening connection. Their survival wasn't just about physical needs. It was about the heart. Elizabeth had lived her whole life surrounded by people who wanted something from her. Her money, her power, her position. Yet here, on this forgotten island, she was stripped of all of that. Maria didn't care about Elizabeth's status. She only cared about whether she had eaten enough fruit that day or whether she had found shelter from the storm. Slowly, Elizabeth began to realize that for the first time in years, she was being seen for who she truly was. Her heart broke open, and she began to trust Maria in ways she had never trusted anyone else. One day, as they sat watching the sunset, Elizabeth turned to Maria, her eyes filled with tears. "I never imagined I could find this kind of peace," she said. "I never imagined I could find you." Maria smiled, her hand reaching out to hold Elizabeth's. "Sometimes, the wildest storms wash us ashore not to destroy us, but to deliver us into the arms we were always meant to find," she whispered. As they held each other, the island's harsh beauty faded away, replaced by a warmth and love that sustained them. Their journey had been one of survival, but it had also been one of redemption and discovery. They had found not just a way to live, but a reason to love.